The NBA is back, y'all. So now it's probably the perfect time to do the Overwatch League NBA comparisons video. Let's go! So obviously, these comparisons aren't going to be perfect. So, go in the comments, tell me why I'm wrong, and tell me your comparisons. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff. Now let's get on with the video. First off, we gotta start with the king LeBron James. Honestly, this one feels like a no-brainer. Prophet is LeBron James. The thing with Prophet that makes him similar to LeBron is the sheer versatility of their games. LeBron can do it all. He's a nightly 27-7-7 with elite court vision, finishing, passing, and in the clutch, he can shoot apparently. The only thing that's historically held LeBron back was his three-point shooting, which has improved a lot in the latter half of his career. Now take Prophet, a player known for being an elite flex god that can pick up any hero and play them at a high level. His Tracer, Genji, Zarya, Pharah, Widow, and everything else is great. His current weakness is his Echo, but just like LeBron, there's no reason to believe he won't fix this weakness. Plus, he's a champion and Finals MVP, so he has the accolades too. Next up, we got my boy Kevin Durant, who led my Warriors to 2 titles and 3 straight Finals appearances. When I think of Kevin Durant, I think of the greatest scorer in NBA history. A 7-foot-tall forward that moves like a guard and has an unblockable shot. The entire court is his spot to get to. A player who can get 30 points in his sleep. When I think of Kevin Durant, I think of Carpe. Carpe is the most potent offensive player in the Overwatch League. He's the first and only player to reach 4,000 final blows, and this season he's been an unstoppable force that has yet to meet an immovable object. So now that we got the big names out the way, let's have some fun. Zion Williamson can only be the king himself who just turned 18, Sparkle. Both are ridiculously hyped, however, both were not available to play for about half the season. Expected to drive their teams past the finish line to playoff contention, and both were, I can't stress this enough, unbelievably hyped. Ja Morant gives me some serious Lee J. Gone vibes. A hyper-aggressive rookie that plays a little too wild, but it's fine because he's an explosive player that's fun to watch. Will it work for the rest of his career? Probably not, but who cares? It's fun while it's lasting. Is it fair to call Decay Victor Oladipo? Hear me out. Oladipo was a player who kinda disappointed a lot of fans during his stints in Orlando and OKC, and many were calling him a soft bust based on what people expected of him. Then, he had this crazy summer of training, gets traded to Indiana in the Paul George deal, and boom, he's an all-star guard that leads his team to the playoffs. Now take Decay, a player who came into the league coming off a great season in contenders with Kongdu Panthera. His first season with the Gladiators was fine, like he's really good, but things didn't feel like they absolutely clicked. Now he signed to Dallas and is shining in his new role as ace of the team, and Dallas has been immediately elevated after his acquisition. To round out the last couple of picks, I gotta say Haxel is Kyrie Irving without the flat earth thing. Hear me out. Both are dynamic, flashy players who do have some weird toxicity things in their past, but their elite skills totally outweigh that. Both are champions that achieve this on stacked teams, and hopefully Haxel's tenure with New York is a little better than Kyrie's in Boston. The San Francisco Shock's star rookie, Ansan, does kind of feel like a Tyler Hero. This is probably my biggest stretch, but he was a person that was picked up by a team that's clearly a playoff team, was expected to be good, but not crazy, and ends up being a starting level player that contributes to playoff basketball. Or Overwatch. One of those. I did have a few extra comparisons floating in my mind that I didn't really know if I was confident in. Like Luka Doncic, I was thinking he'd be alarmed. They're both really, really young players that play like veterans and are already kind of floating around in the MVP conversation. I think Joel Embiid and Super is a really good comparison. They're both going to dominate you. They're both big men, tanks, and they'll talk shit to you after. But I really struggle to find comparisons for dudes like Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden. I thought was a really difficult one. I was thinking Fleta for James Harden, but let me know if that's an accurate-ish comparison. And let me know your NBA comparisons that you may have. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell if you really care about this channel that much, and see you next time. Thank you for entering the Scrapyard.